ki khubor ka bate si TV. Lawan Rashaphi taka Frank Motors. Booking open for the new Nexon. Visit Frank Motors or call 7045207973.
MIT University of Meghalaya. Our admissions are now open for the academic year 2024-25. Explore our best courses, experience global collaborations. Apply today.
Ka BDWS Career Academy kan Pynlong yaga Meghalaya Scholastic Aptitude Test haka khatan riu tarik upanai March haka porshi phobajem step hashulong tura but clear.
Ka student cell jangale di Keane College menta ka sngi ka pratrik ruber ar ta pusau. Ka Pynlong iga youth conference na ka binta ka positive youth development. Yakani ka program la Pynlong ha seminar hall jang college haga jingi shimbinta lang jingi samla pule jang ka college. Haga di sngi la dan ringkat lang da ka Dr. Melodinia Marpana ka bedai ka assistant professor and head department of nutrition and dietetics jang Martin Luther Christian University ka Dr. Sonali S. Tesya MD consultant psychiatrist ka samna dapale Elwarjri ka bedai ka Zumba instructor ka Dr. A.M. Shangplyang ka bedai ka vice principal jang Lady Keane College baru Dr. D.K.B. Mukhem belong principal jang ka college. Haga ni ka sngi la yok ru ban ai presentation shaki kena class haga ni ka sngi.
Now, all these three words, they are very relevant, very important, especially to the students. Now, when we go one by one into these words, for instance, the first word, positive, what does it signify? Whenever we say positive, the first thing that comes into our mind is the opposite, right? The opposite of positive is negative. So therefore, when we say positive, it actually means something good, something optimistic, right? And something hopeful. And whenever we are always in a positive approach, positive outlook, it always brings success, and with success comes happiness. So that's the word, the meaning of positive. And the next word over there is youth. Now, how do you define youth? How would you define youth? The general accepted view to define youth is normally the age group between 15 and 30. The resource persons can correct me or agree with me. This is the general age group between 15 to 30 that is agreed or accepted in India, but this would vary from country to country. Now, would you believe that India has the largest youth population? In fact, according to the latest percentage, 50%, 50% of India's population comprises of the youth. And that, in that 50%, you are also there as young minds, as young students. So, when we say youth, it automatically represents young, it automatically represents the crowd, the population, the age group that is always lively, smart, intelligent, brave, I would also say, and very mobile. You're always looking for new things. And so therefore, there's a popular saying that the youth are the future generation of a country. And so therefore, that explains the definition or the explanation of a youth. And then coming to the third word, development. When we say development, we mean progress. We mean improvement. And there is a growth. It is a continuous growth. And so therefore, today, positive youth development, these three words that in short we can call it as PYD. It represents optimistic, dynamic development or progress.
We cannot survive without food. We can survive without money, right, for a few weeks, for a month, maybe, but we cannot survive without food. It is a basic part of our existence, and by knowing the food composition, okay, we will know what type of nutrient is there in a particular food. Okay, so it is very much, so food is food. Okay, I will have to go with the definition of my student, food is food. And why do we eat food? Why do we eat food? Okay, of course, to survive, to live, very, very important. But it is important because it is very much needed for the growth in children as well as your growth, the youth. Okay, it also maintains good health throughout life. So if we are not careful of what we eat, right now, um, there is a high chance, okay, that we might be sick when we turned, let's say when we become adult, okay, maybe middle-aged adult, or when we are old, okay. And it also meets special needs of pregnancy and lactation, and of course, to recover from illness. And carbohydrates, we have two types, simple and complex. So simple, of course, is glucose, fructose, sucrose, and all of that. And complex are the starches and fiber. And the function of why we should never, okay, skip on taking carbohydrate-rich food is because it provides us with energy and in the regulation of blood glucose, okay. It spares the use of protein for energy. Suppose if I don't eat carbohydrates, right? What happens? The body will utilize the protein that is there. Protein has so many other functions. It is responsible for tissue repair. It is responsible for the transfer of nutrients. A lot. It's a busy person. I would say that protein is the principal, okay, of all the nutrients. How busy is your principal, right? So protein is like the principal, okay? So if we don't eat carbohydrate-rich foods, what will happen? Protein has to do extra work. We don't want that, right? It also prevents breakdown of fatty acid and preventing ketosis. Okay, so we don't want again, okay, that energy we get it from fats. We don't want that to happen. It is important for biological recognition process. So here, when we looked at carbohydrates, okay, the pure form of carbohydrates is important because our brain, right, our brain needs energy only from carbohydrates. So if we don't eat rice, okay, we feel so lethargic, we cannot focus. The body, if I don't eat carbohydrates, right, what happened? For a few seconds, I will feel hungry, tired, but after a few hours, I feel energized, right? But the brain requires carbohydrate. And if we don't get it, we don't eat carbohydrate, it becomes a problem. It prevents obesity. Okay, so dietary fiber has these functions. So it's prevention. Okay, it's not curing. Prevention. There's a difference between that. So do eat foods that are rich in fiber. Protein, quite abundant in our body. Everything in our body is made up of protein. Our cells, our antibodies, our enzymes, our hormones. They are important to transport oxygen and nutrients, right? They are important to repair and develop our bone, muscles, and skin. And of course, they are vital for human life because they fight against infection. Yeah, so then now you have to decide for yourself, what is good stress, what is bad stress, and, understand the difference and handle it accordingly. Don't feel negative every time, the word stress comes up. You say, oh no, this is good stress. I want this in my life. I need to have this to move forward. So, in college, what are the different issues that you all might face? So this is just a slide for that. At home, these are the issues that may be happening, which may contribute towards good stress, towards bad stress. It depends upon how you want to handle it. If it is bad stress, leave it. Try to avoid it, handle it, do it in a different way. Because you have to handle it or avoid it. There's no other way to do about it. Health problems, do you have any of these health concerns which are bothering you and causing you stress and anxiety? So relationship issues, again, so relationships are supposed to make us feel happy and, help us grow. But if your relationship with your friends, with your boyfriend, with your dog, if it is not helping you to feel better, you got to get rid of it. So, so it should help you. Try to correct it, try to mend it, of course. But if it doesn't work out, then you being stuck in a pathological relationship or a relationship which does not allow you to grow, which does not allow you to be yourself, is no relationship. You need to take care of yourself first. So there are, handling to handling alone, but what is not handling? Not able to handle. Many people don't realize that. They don't know I'm handling their boyfriend, I'm handling, studies. But actually you're not. When, people are distracted, they show, you may see it for yourself or you may see it with your friends or your classmates. So, if they have any of this, that means they are not able to cope with whatever life is throwing at them, or whatever doors they are knocking. These kind of problems, they are facing, like resignation, distraction, self-criticism, blaming others all the time. Oh, the college is not nice. Oh, the syllabus is horrible. Oh, I can't make it. So if they continuously do that, they are not able to cope.
Most important aspects of our life is being fit and healthy. Um, Everyone's health is their first priority and the top priority. The sole purpose of me taking up fitness as my profession, it's because of the fact that I saw so many people were struggling with the lifestyle diseases, and I wanted to make a change in their physical and mental health. So I went to certify myself in different fields of fitness to be able to teach and impact lives. So fitness activity contributes to overall physical health by improving cardiovascular health, flexibility, endurance, muscular strength. It also helps in reducing some chronic disease like heart disease. Eating less. It's always about eating right.